Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Alan Wake 2, where last time we watched the short film Nightless Night, which, so I've been playing Alan Wake 1 again in my spare time with the audio commentary on. There's not that much audio commentary to it. It's kind of like, for the remaster, that's kind of like every, 10 to 15 minutes, there's like a 1 minute or less short Sam Lake interview. But one of the things that he talked about in the remaster commentary is the Finnish, is his various Finnish inspirations, and how in Finland the summers are so bright, almost endless, and an endless amount of sun, and how the nights during the winter time are themselves an endless amount of darkness. I did not see you. So, the idea of Nightless Night, a short Finnish film made by Sam, it feels very much like it's connecting to his Finnish roots. Like the idea of this daytime that lasts forever. It's a film about somebody who's stuck in a time loop. So the time loop itself is like the day that never ends. At least that's what I'm getting from it.
A broken man. No hope, no prospects, no love.
Yotanyo.
Too stubborn to die. Like a cockroach with a misguided sense of honor and justice in a city where there can never be justice.
But now, we have to make our way back to the Parliament. In order to reconnect with Alice once again. Which is just straight down on the left. I don't know if there's going to be anything blocking me on the way there. And I wonder if... I spoke too soon. I wonder if this is essentially going to be the last part for Alan Wake before I'm forced to play as Saga. Because I have done absolutely nothing as Saga. I hope you don't mind the bright light in my back pocket. But that's the main reason why I specifically just played as Alan instead of swapping between characters, is so that Alan's gameplay is more consistently familiar to me. As opposed to being okay, it's Saga's gameplay has its own feel that's a little bit closer to the original game.
The phone was ringing again. Somehow I sensed it wasn't Zane this time.
That's because Zane's dead. Though even the original game is much, much more action-based. Playing it again, it's enemies take fewer hits. Your dodge is actually significantly larger in distance. Like this. That's... Whereas a successful dodge in Alan Wake 1 would have you go from here to way over here.
Hello?
Hello.
It wasn't Zane. It wasn't Scratch either. Huh? You're me? Me? I don't understand. There's a lot I don't understand.
The dark place operates in loops. Time is a story. I'm calling you from a different point in that story.
From the future? I'm never getting out of here, am I?
Yes, you will. And no, you won't. And that is by your own choice.
What does that mean?
I'm sorry for what you'll have to go through. Alice's photos you found from the shoebox in the talk show basement. Before you can go to Parliament Tower, you must put them in the shoebox at her statue at the plaza. To help you, to help Alice, to help Saga Anderson.
I'm my own Deus Ex Machina? Really?
Also, this kind of finishes off my previous
How many
comparison.
writers does it take to finish a story? One for each draft. It's the same writer, but in a different point in time. I'd follow the steps he laid out for me. Alice's photos from the talk show building basement. Adi had guided me there. I bring the photos to the shoebox by the statue.
I previously made a comparison to the Max Payne 2 story, Address Unknown, where in Address Unknown, this kind of TV series that you watch while playing Max Payne 2, tells the tale about this guy who's trapped in Noir York City. And he's following his killer, this killer named John Mira, who, at the end of the story, you find out is actually you. But at the end of Address Unknown, I'm assuming the game has not crashed. I'm hoping the game has not crashed. Okay, it's still going. Fantastic. At the end of Address Unknown, the TV show within Max Payne 2, the main character gets a phone call. He answers the phone call. Yep, I've been forced back to Saga Anderson. He gets a phone call from John Mira. He picks up the phone, and he says, "John Mira?" And the person on the other end calls him John Mira because he realizes he's been John Mira the entire time. When he sees John Mira in the bathroom mirror and he thinks that he's seeing the killer transposed outside of reality, he's just looking at himself. So the idea of like Alan calling Alan to tell him what's going on feels like we're getting a little bit of an echo, like a reflection of that ending. But for now, we'll follow Saga's place. We know this is Mr. Scratch. Saga does not know this is Mr. Scratch. And yay, my health is still low. I don't want to use this first aid kit yet, and I still need to get a shotgun as her and 2 more upgrades for my inventory. She gets a lot of extra space. It almost kind of feels strange to be switching characters all of a sudden.
Hi, welcome.
Hello.
Okay, Pat's favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
Stuffed moose and squirrels one.
No, thank you. Those beady dead marble eyes still give me nightmares.
That's too much disco fever.
So who's in for a bet?
I only accept the Herald of Darkness dance,
There'll be at least one vendor.
and nothing less. Is Pat Maine still around?
All of our attractions are family friendly and available to children of all ages. Just like our coffee.
Sir, your beard is especially Amish today.
So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin! Express! Oh! Soak in some local history at the Watery well, where 2 serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted. No. Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our amusement park petting zoo.
At our amusement
Coffee
park.
with the goats. Seriously, stop feeding our goats coffee. Seriously, it's not amusing. Take in amazing views from the Slow Roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Watery Lighthouse trailer park. This is so much fun. And finish off at our beautiful gift shop where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains.
A 9%.
Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee
Discount will not be given to customers without valid ID proving their age. Where the fun is percolating.
I've requested something be done about the TV in my room. It keeps going on by itself. It's keeping me awake all night.
Yes, sir, I'm terribly sorry for that. We've called a professional electrician. In the meantime, have you tried unplugging the TV for the night?
Oh, there's an idea, Einstein. Why don't I just get rid of everything I'm paying for in that room while I'm at it? Sleep on the floor. Go to the toilet in the corner. Yeah, I'm not.
Okay, I'm pretty sure there's an argument fallacy for that, where like you respond to an argument by making an even more ridiculous argument. Like what?
Is there anything else I can help you with, sir?
Like, is he really? He can always just plug the TV back in when he wants to use it.
I can't get through this.
You can get through this, Saga. I believe in you. I don't know why I'm able to just kind of wander around this hotel and look at people's... Oh wait, this is my room. Yes. But her uncle is good enough. Did we hire Strong Sad? No, not Strong Sad. Strong Mad. Did we hire Strong Mad to do the weather? All right. Now, can I look at anything else? Also, this hallway is pretty dark. I can look at other things. Oh, wait. Hold on. Interesting. Again, like, I feel like... Hold on. Cauldron Lake. Look into news and rumors. Focus on 2010. Cross-reference with old case files from New York City cult. Similarities, commonalities, and methodology. Part of series. Find out name of good coffee from diner. Like, it's interesting how this is a consistent issue I notice with a lot of new games, is that sound is based a lot on direction, not necessarily of the camera. Like, I can understand. I don't actually know what's causing. I can understand how art assets depend on where you're looking. Objects don't appear in the distance unless you're looking towards them. But, why is sound also a consistent thing that is dependent on the direction you're facing? You seem to be having... Are you hoping somebody's going to be in there?
It won't open.
Tammy didn't want me to come. I can tell. Not like the trip is even helping. I thought getting out of the city would inspire me, but Bright Falls is just a bunch of trees and empty storefronts. I need to find something. I'm tired of writing one-act plays about how shitty the world is. I thought scathing social commentary would make me feel like a real artist, but I don't know, it's not me. I want to write something weird, something really out there, something authentic. But what? Fuck this town. I don't even want to get into what happened last night. It's weird, though. Sitting here in the hotel room, some pieces are starting to fall together. An idea for a new play. A space cult. Burning down the galaxy in some misguided search for TBD. A lone man, an artist, wandering the stars until his destiny puts him straight in the cult's path. All-black cast. A musical. A rock opera. Oh, manuscript page. Alan, take it away.
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental-car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled in vain.
Once again, who's making the changes? Is it Mr. Scratch or Alan? I feel like there's still... I thought it was Alan making changes to Mr. Scratch's... But he's making the it seems like he's making the situation worse. Actually, let's take a look at that specific Ed returns to Cauldron Lake again. What was changed and what didn't change? So, the scratched out part replaces Ed storming out is the replacement to what was already there. Which makes me wonder, was it just Ed who went back to Cauldron Lake? Or, in the original draft, do Ed and Tammy both go back to Cauldron Lake? And then what was originally in that previous text? Alan, take it away.
Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
And then those are also additions to her manuscript as well. All right. Hopefully Ed is not dead. Killed by cultists.
Hello?
Let's see, this door is blocked. Oh. Let's see, what do we got to read? We've got Blood Murder Mystery. We have Relati? The Snakes in the Tall Grass. As well as She Was Never Mine. A Stranger Named After Me. Ooh, what are we playing today? Death Rally! Remedy's first game. I still need to play that, and then I will have played all of Remedy's titles. Once this is finished, and Death Rally is finished. Like, what does that look like to the passerbys who are just like, she's just barreling through the historic Elderwood Palace of Bright Falls. This building was constructed as part of one of the early settlements in the greater Bright Falls area. Built in 1898, the building has been both in private and public use through the years and has bravely stood the test of time. In 2015, it was carefully taken apart and relocated here in downtown Bright Falls, where it was rebuilt into its original glory log by log. The Elderwood Palace Lodge reopened in Bright Falls in 2016 and has served its customers faithfully ever since. Huh. They moved it? Do they have to take the bricks apart?
I swear I brought my full kit along.
Also, yeah, I'm going to the Watery. It's been a few days since I've played as Saga, but I need to go to the Watery because that is where the last of the manuscript pages is sending me. And I would imagine somewhere in that section is where we run into Alan's first overlap. There are two overlaps that we need to...
Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out.
And I would imagine this is where Saga finds out that she is a fictional character created for the book, or for reality, out of the darkness.
Must be true, or else this guy can't write for
Also, this is an, like I mentioned this before, but this is an interesting...
If this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a break.
Oh, we're going to just a different town entirely.
This thing before backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
That's boat storage. For some reason, I thought that was goat storage for a second.
Yeah, real funny.
But yeah, it's an interesting creative choice to have just like...
The page placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery.
Have like camera angles just throughout the forest of the passing car. Local girl. Ah, yes, we do not have the map of Watery. That's a pallet jack. Outdoors. On relatively smooth terrain. in an area where you would need a pallet jack. Imagine that. Most of the time, pallet jacks are placed in areas that are completely unusable by them.
What did you used to say your dream job was as a kid? I bet it wasn't dock worker.
I don't know about all that, but idle hands are the devil's playground, so...
Well, us fishing types appreciate you all, at least.
And there are empty pallets.
The flooding is even worse here. More like underwatery.
Mayor Setter will stand up for justice. Are you Mayor Setter? Are you standing...
Setter will stand up for justice.
Are you standing up for justice? Well, he is standing up. Oh, hold on. Lost cat? Oh. Is there a photo mode? There is no photo mode for me to test out this. Sorry, we're closed.
I'm gone. There's just a wretched husk of what used to be me.
Watery's definitely quaint.
Good to see you.
Hello, FBI.
A vote for Mayor Setter is a vote for everyone.
Oh, Valhalla.
Hello. Do you have a second?
Ah, long time and no see, Miss Anderson. Thor and Odin are not here. They are old tricksters always sneaking off.
Sorry. No, I wanted to ask you about something else.
Have we talked? I'm looking for a trailer.
Can you point me to any trailers around here?
A movie trailer. Actual trailer.
Ilmo Koskela owns it. He owns many things in town.
And where is Ilmo?
I saw Ilmo and his brother at the bridge.
Ah, the Adventure Bros.
Used to be the bridge.
Are you from around here?
Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You've seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at a nursing home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times.
Sauna.
I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very important. And it's a very nice bus. Thanks.
They need to take their sauna break. Hello. How are you? This area is under video surveillance. Ati! Ati!
Okay then. Catchy tune. Excuse me. Do you knock on? Hush! Artie's in the middle of his show. I wonder if I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed.
I mean, that's what she gets for interrupting Ati. Is this Watery's own Nessie? An anonymous source sent this photograph to our editors, claiming it was captured during the last full moon. A majestic beast hidden in the depths of the water, or an elaborate prank. A sea creature that defies the very laws of nature, or a submarine relic from the Cold War era. A lonely wanderer searching for companionship and compassion, or a fearsome monster out for blood. These questions, among others, haunt our editorial team here at the Bright Falls Record, after one of our avid readers sent in this mysterious photograph as evidence of an unidentified creature roaming Watery's waters, making a rare but opportune appearance. This titillating spot might just be the event of the year. As we dive deeper into this mystery, we here at the Bright Falls Record invite all our readers to a naming competition. What should our local beast be called? Watery Wanda? Shelly the Sea Monster? Send in your suggestions today. More updates and revelations to follow as the story unfolds. Welcome to Coffee World. One-of-a-kind amusement park opens in Watery. I'm sure all of our readers know Ilmo Koskela, who, with the help of his brother Jaco, has been making our small town of Watery a bustling hub with his various business ventures. The latest of these, Coffee World, has its grand opening just around the corner. I had the chance to ask Ilmo a few questions about Coffee World. Ilmo, what is Coffee World about? I'm glad you asked. Coffee World is the world's greatest coffee-themed amusement park for all ages. And right here in our home of Watery. It's got all the rides, thrills, and excitement you could ask for. And of course, lots of delicious, fresh coffee, both hot and iced. Put that in. How did this unique business idea come about? Well, as you know, I'm all about ideas. An idealist, you could say, but what's even more important to me than my many successful businesses is our hometown. With my help, we can revitalize Watery, build its economy back up, bring the tourists back, and enjoy ourselves in the process too. Coffee World is just as much for the townspeople as it is for the out-of-towners. Which attraction should the visitors be sure not to miss? Oh, that's like having to choose a favorite child. It's impossible. But the Slow Roaster is, of course, a wonderful ride, full of mystery and magic. And the Espresso Express is sure to give you a thrill. Also, don't forget to drop by the Fresh Pot gift shop on your way out. You never know what treasures you might find. Coffee, at least, I bet. Yes. I would hope to find coffee. Oh, a save point. I can't open this door. Yeah, hold on. Let's scratch this dead deer.
You were a handsome deer.
Okay, the view of the man standing outside of the window, partially obscured, along with the fog past him, is a creepy sight. Now we got Tom the Poet, a film by Thomas Zane, a pinprick of light in an ocean of darkness, based on a novel by Alan Wake. The Dark Doppelganger in the Art and Life of Thomas Zane, the auteur. Alright, so we're looking at map. So we're heading towards this bridge. And there is Coffee World, pointing right at the gift shop. But we actually are heading to the left, towards the Lighthouse Trailer Park, which is scratched off for some reason. Hello.
Hey, Saga! Over here!
Hey. We've met before, though.
Hey, Ilmo. How did your walk in the woods with Steven go?
Another satisfied customer. I just hope he remembers to write a good review on the webpage. Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you.
Super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening.
I'm looking for a trailer.
You own the trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled. Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality. Is the horror story messing with their memories?
So what is Coffee World?
You mean you haven't seen our commercial for it?
I have seen your commercial for it.
Coffee World is a smooth blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently. Plus,
It was
next to
fed
Coffee
too
World
much
is the
coffee.
workshop of our own Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club. We're busy building the floats for Deerfest. Don't go peeking, though. You know, we're saving the big reveal for Deerfest.
About your commercials.
So... your commercials?
They're more than commercials, Saga. Our goal is to both entertain and educate local viewers about the fine products and services we provide. And, Yako here really comes alive in front of the camera. Really. Fuck off. I'm just there for the free beer.
I can
Not
tell.
sure what Ilmo's excuse is. Hey, I'm writer, producer, co-lead, director. Do yourself a favor and, check them all out.
About the cult of the tree.
Are you familiar with the Cult of the Tree?
Yeah, we always thought it was an urban legend. Kids drawing creepy symbols to scare each other, but, now it's gotten pretty damn real, huh? It's terrible what happened. We're all in shock.
Well, we're looking into it. Hoping to get things back to normal soon.
We're all for that.
Are those spinning cups
As
in the
long as it ever
distance?
gets around here.
Profiling may move the case forward.
Alright.
Elmo thinks the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
There are things that go bump in the night. It's all true. It's all true. Sound the alarm, brother. Gather the troops, brother. Yako.
Brother!
The of the forest is creeping closer.
They don't think it's an urban legend at all. They understand it's dangerous.
Brother, the cult of the tree is coming in. We need to match them up in the ring. The cage match will allow us to defeat them, brother.
Elmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Yako.
One of us. One
The Costco
of
brothers
us.
have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now.
That is true.
I need the key to that
That still could be the possibility that, like, her life is being actively modified by Alan's writing. Charm appeared at the site. Is that here?
Nope.
There we go. Reenacting the rhyme made the environment change. I feel like this is... The case board is probably the... Like, making it so much of an interactive section. Like, it just feels like busy work.
Wake says the story will change reality around us. If that's true, then I need to know what's real and what's fiction.
Like, it's an interesting idea, but like these things only get kind of posted where they're supposed to get posted. So there's not really any there's no like player customization. There's no reason for you to necessarily worry about where things are because things can only be posted where they go.
A trailer park is a good place to look for a trailer. Keep it simple, Saga.
Now, my first thought is maybe the board should just fill itself out. Like, but at the same time, the board just kind of catalogs the story you already know. So maybe, yeah, the case board should just fill itself out. Whereas, like, the manuscript pages and the profiling are more active, act as more active involvement for Saga's character. I'd like to see my trailer.
All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Yaku and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there.
Oh, yeah.
Flooding did this?
All right.
There's Coffee World. Need to get across the river.
But it's interesting playing this game and Alan Wake 1 kind of at the same time, because Alan Wake 1 was first constructed to be an open world game. And then it was scaled back to be linear. But that also means that a lot of the sections of Alan's world are kind of like the open world forests lack kind of like iconic or should I say specific geography, whereas like these levels are more designed. Also, have I bothered? Nope, I have still not done any quick slots as Saga. And that was one of the things I wanted to adjust. Let's see, we could quick slot flares down there. We have a lot of flares. Quick slot that there. Quick slot that there. All right. What did our charms do? Increased our maximum health. Saves you from death, but shatters in the process.
What was that?
Definitely not evil. Waiting for us.
Fuck!
Yep.
FBI, show yourself!
Yep, I saw that, fella. Ah. You jerk. Okay, that's the dodge button again. You... Ah. Son of a... Where?
More people turning into Taken. Is this the cult? Or the story? Or both?
Still not doing particularly well as Saga, but we are trying our best. Fortunately, we used up a lot of bullets in that section. What direction am I facing? Okay, this is this kind of like triangle point. Feels like I have to hit the button before it's in the spot.
There's another cult stash.
Hey, if you take the crossbow out, put it back in the stash when you're done. P.S. I changed the code, as asked. Is it 257? It is not. Is it 213? It is not. Is it 3? No, it can't be 3-1. It has to be 3 numbers. Well, let's step inside here. Alan? It's your job now.
Saga was beginning to see why Casey disliked the woods so much. They felt oppressive here. Too many places to hide. The distorted carnival music drifting from the amusement park ahead did not help. What the Koskalas had said about her living in Watery with Logan unsettled her. For the horror story to involve her was one thing, but involving her daughter was crossing a line. Something darted across the path ahead, too fast to see. Saga drew a weapon. Her eyes searched the woods. A noise overhead. Saga swiveled to look. A local. A man on the ridge above her. No, not a man. A monster with a hatchet in each hand. It shouted down at her. Hunting season was a bust!
Oh, so we actually haven't done this thing yet. Okay, let us save our game. Ooh, what's this? Adds 1 charge. Well. Let's save our game again. Or maybe the number of crossbows, the number of bolts tells me the order. So like, this has 2 bolts, or that has 2 arrows, that has 1, and that has 3. So it really should be 5, 2, 7. There we go. Ah. If you aren't wearing the mask, this does not belong to you. Interesting. Let us quick slot it to here. Does this do more damage than the handgun? It's hard to tell. Okay, so there's that, there's this building here, and then there's this kind of path off to the right. That building there had the crossbow. And then there's this kind of like off path. I cannot climb up, so I must go around to get the sweet, sweet items within. And I'm desperate for it all because I'm still very poorly supplied. Though I feel as though the FBI wasn't expecting...
Another one of those cult boxes.
Is this locked? Oh, this has one of those Simon Says boxes. Still don't have shotgun. I found another dead taken over by the radio tower. Looked like it was bashed to death. There was a lunchbox and some weird knitting by the corpse too. I took care of the body, but that's the 3rd one this month. Everyone keep your eyes peeled. We need to find this guy and let him know the cult of the tree means business. So technically the cult of the tree is on our side. But they're being taken.
What had kept Watery afloat all these years? A century, if not more. The locals knew the answer. Grit. Or as they put it in the language of their Finnish forefathers, sisu.
I still need to watch that
These
movie.
days, sisu was needed more than ever. The town was fading. It never quite recovered from the lumber mill shutting its doors. Now the fishing was drying up as well. Most people had left to find jobs in other towns. Only the most tenacious stubbornly remained. Dug in. Parasites in the body of the terminal patient. Sisu. Some people tried to resuscitate the town. The Koskela brothers double-handedly warded off the impending darkness with their ventures. Coffee World brought tourists, money, and jobs. Coffee-themed fun for all ages. The Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club built parade floats. The bikers repaired vehicles and volunteered locally. But it wouldn't be enough. Watery needed a miracle. The end of the road was in sight. It was coming fast.
It looks like the brothers themselves were added into the story. Like they weren't part of the original. And also, considering how long it takes for a video game to be made, like, I would imagine Alan Wake 2 was in development before the film Sisu came out. So it's almost kind of like interesting.
Simple. Broken door.
Providence.
Overgrown.
Providence, that like two like Finnish developed properties came out at about the same time that feature, or should I say were in development about the same time, that feature the phrase Sisu prominently. Ooh. You can recollect your crossbow bolts. It benefits me to be accurate. Still don't have keys for these things. Alright, and we've circled around, which is good. So essentially, the only supplies I used is the battery and the flashlight. Alright, I'm going to stop here for the night. Next time, we will explore Watery, or should I say Coffee World. For now, got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.